Torrance Airport, information whiskey, time 2247 Zulu, wind 280 at 14, visibility 10, few clouds at 1000, temperature 19er, dew point 14, altimeter 2983. ILS runway 29er right, approaching use, glide path is not monitored, arriving and departing, runways 29er. Torrance Tower frequencies are split, north tower 133.07, south tower 124.0. Use caution for bird activity on or in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution for work in progress adjacent all runways.
Have it one more time because I think I did put my seat too close.
Fire plane.
Sorry. It's like, I'm like, there you go. I'm like, in between.
That's better, yeah.
That's better. Yeah, I was too close before.
Just to give you an idea,
Yep.
you see how far back I have the
Yeah.
mixer? So
Yeah.
don't be afraid of going.
I'm not. This one likes to be leaned back.
Yeah, it's
Lean
way
back.
too lean.
Lean back. That's the song. Lean
It's another
back.
song?
It's another rap song.
I don't
Lean
know your
back.
rap songs. You
I know
know
what he does. I live in my own world.
You know what
but
music I like?
my,
Your airplane. Indie.
Indy's good. Yeah, yeah.
I love indie.
So and I think this is in the same category, but one of Noah's favorite artists, and I don't know if it's like he's supposed to be listening to this, is Noah Kahan. Do you know who Noah Kahan is? Is it indie? It's not, maybe it's not indie. It's like around that sort of thing, but indie is good.
But now I need to listen to all these rap songs.
I mean, lean back. Lean back. Lean back. You're going to love this one. I'm going to write that one down for you because it's not as bad as the one I sent you. Oh my God. I was like, I watched that video. I was like, this is bad.
It's bad. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like,
I told you I'll watch
but
it.
I didn't really understand what it really meant.
Yeah.
And then I was like, ooh, that's not good. I shouldn't have, yeah. But all I know is the salt shaker part. I was like, it's just
Salt shaker.
Anyway,
yeah.
in my head. Okay, next. All right, so we are, I gotta call them up, so. Torrance Ground, Cirrus 5140 Sierra Romeo is at Charlie, taxi for takeoff with whiskey.
5140 Romeo, Torrance Ground, runway 29er right, taxi via Charlie Alpha Juliet.
And it's 29er right, Charlie Alpha Juliet for Sierra Romeo.
514
Sierra Romeo.
Sierra Romeo. When could you abbreviate and just say 4 Sierra Romeo?
After he abbreviates first.
Excellent. Excelentos, Janitas.
I had bad habit, clearly.
Gotta break that habit.
Clearly a bad habit.
Gotta break that habit.
All right.
Excellent.
29er right, Charlie Alpha Juliet. Pull it back.
So you're saying this is the last flight you won't have your iPad in front of you with a taxi chart up at all times?
This is the last. Oh my God. I'm going to write it on my checklist.
Okay.
That's going to get me to remember. And you know what's so funny is it's just here.
Torrance Ground 928 Mike
Because
Papa at Sling, 29er right with information.
any other place, I feel like I would like pull it up because it, you know, but because I started here
928 Mike Papa, Torrance Ground,
with that guy without using it, I never,
Alpha,
it's like
right
privacy, right?
Yep.
We'll give away to,
Yeah. If you don't do
Echo Alpha Juliet.
Here, you got the plane for a second? Your
Yes.
airplane?
My airplane.
Torrance Ground, Slinger 865 Sierra Lima.
My airplane.
Your airplane.
Excellent.
5 Sierra Lima, continue taxi
For
and contact
taxi.
South Tower. Continue taxi, contact
Flaps,
South Tower, 5 Sierra
50.
Lima.
And then I want to do number 5.
Torrance Ground,
I'm just
Sling
gonna write on
294
this
Juliet
thing so I can.
Yankee, holding
All
short 29er left at Charlie, taxi back to plane. 294 Juliet Yankee, Torrance Ground. Just want to verify you just got off of 29er right at Charlie, right?
I can't do it.
Affirmative, 29er right. 24 Juliet Yankee, taxi plane via Charlie Alpha Delta. Taxi back via Charlie Alpha Delta, 294 Juliet Yankee.
Taxi diagram. Oh, it sucks. I did not remember that.
What?
Just I didn't remember to do that.
Oh. It's you know what? Developing a habit.
That's right.
Developing a habit. Every time you taxi, you don't move until you have that thing in front of you. And you interpret what the controller told you to do. I want you to think of your taxi instructions, Jenny. You ready for this?
Yep.
As a flight plan. It's your flight plan on the airport surface.
Okay.
Look at that thing. Very flat, no?
They kind of look goofy a little bit.
A little bit,
And
yeah.
once I make the pointy note, like it's like this, and the people are all in the front.
Yeah, it looks like they're coming in flat. Where's the wind coming right now relative to us? Find a windsock out there.
280. There's one of the. over here, I believe, too, no?
You don't see one?
Back there, so it's like coming like...
From there?
It's coming from there.
Cool,
like,
so what would our proper flight
way.
control position? Excellent, good stuff. Good.
Oh,
Clear,
there's
right?
one there. Clear right, clear left.
Excellent. Excellent.
Helicopter 8312 Tango. Helicopter 8312 Tango towards ground. Over taxi 10 effective approved.
Beautiful.
12 Tango.
Now we'll go all the way to the opposite end's corner, not to take a lot of space in the run-up, and I'll show you literally what I mean by corner.
We do have whiskey 12 Tango. Thank you.
It's easy to take 2 spots in the run-up if you're not conscious or cautious.
South Bay via Alpha Charlie.
Alpha and Charlie, South Bay. Look up Foxtrot.
There you go. This is also a good habit because we're taking up the least amount of space we can.
Right.
Your airplane.
My airplane.
Your airplane.
Okay.
Excellent.
Next. Okay, so we're going to do this next part. So doors latched. You're good?
All good.
Good. Press that. Make sure you're not doing that thing. Safety caps removed. Seatbelt harnesses. Fuel quantity. We're going to go to the left now for the run-up.
I got the 12 Tango. Choose caution.
Leave it
The
on
truck
the
coming down
right.
the ramp.
It's full anyway on that one.
Inside
This
we're
is
just
the way
waiting.
we're sitting. I'm not sure. Fuel pump is on. Flaps to 50. Transponder set, and it's transponder set. Autopilot. Check autopilot. So we'll just do heading. Oh, and I was going to show you. I was reading about flight director on, autopilot off, and autopilot on, but not. I was just trying to figure that out. All right, so heading. We're going to go heading, and we're going to change that heading out. Make sure the yoke is moving right, and then moving left. Go back to center. And we're going to do vertical speed. Why does it look so dark? Is it always like that? It's coming back. It shouldn't be that dark.
I see a clear. Maybe it's just the angle, because I see the.
Okay, I'm going to autopilot disconnect. Loud. Okay, fair enough. Navigation right, at least GPS. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just put this in. I guess we'll do it here. Flip on here.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's do it here.
Excellent. Well, let's run through the. Oh, it's you're at the point on the checklist where it says navigation rating.
Exactly.
Let's do it. Yes,
That's
excellent.
what I was doing.
Perfect.
I know.
Good.
I know. It's weird, but yeah, we discussed that last time. So.
Good.
Let's go to flight plan here. I'll just copy VP. Right? I can do that.
Yep. Just throw in the 5 letters,
VPL.
and that should be the
PQRS.
405. And the freeways where the freeways intersect.
VPL. SR. Sierra Romeo.
Excellent.
And then we have SMO.
Ground, sling 881 Sierra Charlie, holding shore.
Yep, Southwest United States.
Right
Excellent.
crosswind with whiskey. 881 Sierra Charlie towards ground, runway 29 on the left, taxi via Echo Alpha Golf. 29er left, Echo Alpha Golf, sling 881 Sierra Charlie.
And then we have CMA.
Excellent.
CMA.
Torrance Tower, Cessna November 8.
Once you do that,
Sierra Papa, I would like flight following.
Yeah.
Please, I'm at the base of the
nope,
tower.
once you do that, go to map
846 Sierra Papa, go ahead with your request.
and range out
Oh.
to see that. Oh yeah, it's going all the way to Camarillo.
So it's not going somewhere else.
Exactly. You're not seeing a line from here to Boston,
Right.
right? Because
That's
what
not
if
happening.
what if a waypoint was 1 letter off, and that
Exactly.
waypoint is in Massachusetts?
6 Sierra Papa, squawk
Boom.
0226.
So you want to do that verification, make sure it's going to where you want it to go to.
Squawk 0226, frequency 127.2.
Excellent.
6 Sierra Papa,
And
4,500.
you're dealing with the altitude. Good.
To taxi with information whiskey.
4,500. Let me just put this
6
in
Sierra Papa,
there.
runway 29 on right, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha Juliet.
So we're coming across, and then we're
Good work.
Taxi to 29
What type of
right,
altitude is that
Juliet,
showing us?
6 Whiskey Whiskey.
That's our AGL. Right?
What's your AGL altitude right now?
100. No.
0.
0.
How many feet above the ground are you
Oh,
right now?
0. Okay.
Good. What altitude does this show you?
120. That's a field elevation.
Altitude above what?
This means sea level.
Excellent.
Right.
Right now I plugged 2992 in there. What altitude is that right now showing you?
Means sea level?
Pressure altitude.
Oh, pressure altitude. Oh, because you put 2992.
Right.
Got it,
so
got it, yeah.
what is
sorry.
pressure altitude? It's
Right.
our height
Height
above
above.
what? We're currently 200 feet above what?
Uh,
The standard datum plane.
Yeah.
Or where 2992 is currently at.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So we know we're 120 feet above sea level. And it's showing us the standard datum plane is how many feet beneath us right now?
200.
So is the standard datum plane above or below sea level right now?
It's above. No, below, because we're higher
Excellent.
up.
So if 2992 is below sea level rather than at sea level, is it a higher or lower pressure than standard day?
I want to say that's a lower, right?
Correct, because if 2992 is under sea level,
we were
guess what's
29 or
above
8
it?
Right, higher.
Lower pressure,
Right, yeah.
which means we're at a excellent, solid. So I'll put that back in there. Does this make sense, these altitudes that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Your AGL right
hard.
now is 0.
Right, got it.
MSL is 120. Pressure altitude is 200. Easy?
Yeah,
Simple?
yeah,
Excellent.
got it.
Good. Good.
Okay, so I think we're good to go. Landing light to go, mixture and that to go. Okay, so brakes, so mixture is coming a little bit rich, and then we're going to go up to 1700. And we want to be on the engine page.
Should you do your run-ups full mixture? How should you handle the mixture during run-ups?
I mean, I feel like it should be, unless we're at a high density altitude or something, then we should, right?
So during
It should
run-ups,
be what it, no, I'm thinking it should be what it is on takeoff.
you should
Is that
be
helpful?
you should be leaned. On takeoff, it would be a little more forward because you have more
So you're saying
power.
I should keep it lean?
It should always be lean. So figure
Okay.
out where your RPM starts dropping. Peak RPM, that's ideally where I want your mixture for run-ups. Remember, these engines are unbelievably rich. The only time you need this mixture full forward is on a cold start.
Okay.
You ever rode motorcycles?
Yeah.
You know the choke thing?
Yeah.
It's like a choke. There's
I
no
see.
choke on this thing, so it's unbelievably rich. So you got to kind of remember that. Excellent.
All right, so now we're gonna load it up. So we have this
Excellent.
on already.
Good.
Come over here. We're gonna landing light, strobe, nav, pitot.
Perfect.
Now we're gonna do a mag check. So 1700 stabilized. We're gonna go to the left and watching the drop in more than
Awesome.
150.
Awesome.
Coming back for both.
Awesome.
Watching our
Excellent.
come up, and then we're gonna go to the right.
Excellent.
Okay, no more than 150, and then we're going to come back to both, no less than 75 in a beat, each of them. All right, all the engine gauges are in the green. Pressure temp, pressure is good, and we're going to go ahead and decrease everything. So pitot, nav, landing to go.
Excellent.
And then we'll leave that on, and power's coming all the way back.
Perfect. Do an idle check. Beautiful. Jenny, nice work.
Okay. All right, so power levels out. Let's go ahead and flight instruments. So far those, I think we're good. And we should put that in there, maybe just for fun.
What?
The Santa Monica, or no?
So
Or leave it?
we already made our
So
course.
it doesn't really matter. Okay.
Yeah. So in fact, if we switch to VOR here,
Right.
unless you have the 110.8
Right.
and the actual radial, this will show us a wrong thing. So we specifically want to make sure that
It's not
this
on GPS.
is speaking this language
Got it.
because we're planning on tracking that course and we want this needle to represent that. Do you see why we want to be on GPS?
Right.
Excellent. Cool.
Got it. That makes
Good.
sense, and I like that better.
Good. And it's a lot, and the reason, the upside to this is because with what we know about VORs, right, the closer you get to the station,
less,
it
more
gets
sensitive.
wonky, right? So this is nice. Perfect.
Okay, so watch your knees going back,
Nice, you're
Back.
looking outside.
Back.
Good,
down, the way. Okay.
good. And then rudder's full deflection.
Rudder's full deflection.
Remember,
right.
they're as much of your flight controls as any other flight controls.
Actually, I can see
The rudder.
okay.
Just make sure it doesn't get
Yep,
like
yep, yep.
stuck or something.
Okay.
Because even though we just taxied here, maybe during your taxi you didn't go full deflection on the
Right.
rudder. That's why you want to make sure you do it here.
Autopilot disconnect, trim for takeoff. Great. Okay. Questions?
I have many questions, but I'll save them for later.
Passenger briefing? Or
Yes.
takeoff briefing?
Excellent.
Okay, this will be a normal takeoff on 29er right. There's 5,000 feet of runway. We only need about 1,100 today. If there's any abnormality on the takeoff roll, and if there's any remaining runway ahead of us, then we will power back and land straight ahead on the runway. If there's
Excellent.
any abnormality after takeoff roll, there's no more remaining available runway, I'm going to land straight ahead. If anything above 600 feet to 2,000 feet, we're going to pull caps immediately. After 2,000 feet, we'll troubleshoot, do our checklist, and then go from there.
Beautiful.
Deal?
Phenomenal.
All right, tower frequencies are split. Tower's on top here, move into 1.
I guess since you asked if I have questions, I have one question.
What's your question?
If you lost your engine
Right now.
right after taking off,
Yeah.
as opposed to losing your engine 40 seconds after takeoff, after you took flaps out, as you pitched down and pushed the nose over and came in to put the plane on the ground, would your indicated airspeed be higher or lower without the flaps than if you had them at 50 right after takeoff?
Whoa. If I had...
If you had no flaps and you'd lost an engine 30 seconds after takeoff, you already took the flaps out, will you keep more energy on the plane
Yes.
or less energy on the plane?
I feel like you would have more energy on the plane.
More energy on the plane.
Correct.
Excellent. So whether you look at your airspeed indicator or just look outside and gauge your energy,
Okay.
you'll have to do what with the attitude of the airplane if you don't have flaps?
If I don't have flaps, I mean, I think that I have to lower it
More.
more.
Because
right.
we need more energy.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that you understand
Yeah.
that you could lose your engine right after takeoff while flaps are still 50, or you could lose it right after takeoff when you
it's
took
up.
the flaps out. I need a lot more energy on the plane.
Of course, of course.
Easy?
Yeah,
Because our wings are cleaner.
right.
Good. Now you could throw flaps in if you could think about it quickly, and you're high enough, might help, but just something to think about. Okay,
Okay.
There's your flaps 50.
12855, that's going to be up for there, and then I guess I can put it in if we want to. Ground 121.8. Might be way ahead, but it is what it is. Okay, so then I have this. Oh, actually, it's going to be the second one here, 12855. So
Excellent.
It's going to be
Nice.
12855. Boom, and then ground will be up. It's fine. Okay. All right, good to go.
What's that?
That's just ground at Camarillo if I
Excellent.
want it.
Will that be what we'll use radio number 2 next for, or will there be something else that we'll use
I
radio
wasn't
number?
going to call approach. Oh, no, ATIS.
Excellent.
ATIS, I'm sorry.
Excellent.
That's
Don't be
what I
sorry.
put in.
Good.
That's the first thing.
Excellent.
I knew there was a
Good. Good. Beautiful.
gap. 075.
Good.
That's right.
Staying ahead of the airplane.
And
Beautiful.
then ground. So
And then
that's
ground.
good. It is
Perfect.
ground. I like that you're on board with that because I have a lot of people who don't agree with that. And
With what?
I was always taught, and I kind of like it now because my head is wrapped around it, is ATIS and ground on the bottom and everything else on top.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If anything, if for no other reason, well, what's the first thing it gives you? It allows you to monitor ATIS
That's right,
while you're
while I'm
talking
talking.
with another.
Of course.
That's the first reason.
Okay.
But the whole thing with ground, it just kind of, once you develop a habit of where you
Right.
put things, it keeps things a lot simpler in your
Right.
head. Excellent. Good.
Sierra 63 Mike, turn left on Charlie and contact ground. Good day.
Jane, did I already tell you today I'm proud of you?
Thank you. It's very kind of you. I'm excited. Let's do it. Oh, darn it. Get up. We'll have to wait. Never mind.
We could go. You could actually taxi, go right behind them, and
Should I just like cut them off? No.
well, you could.
I like how they have that little tiny tower sign right there. It's like somebody who put that together is not.
It's like contact tower.
I know, but it's like uneven. Like they weren't like it was like their first one they put together.
They did it with a hammer.
Like the stickers are all crooked.
Yeah, with a little bam hammer.
All right.
Torrance Tower, Cessna November 8460 Papa, holding short of 29er right, requesting a right downwind departure.
Cessna 8460 Papa, Torrance Tower, standby.
Excellent. Beautiful. So you see what
I
they're
see.
doing?
Yeah, they were looking for because they're not sure, they can't see. So with the
Because
high
they're
wing.
a high wing. Excellent. Good.
All right, so half flap.
Good.
Be my friend today, right?
Be your friend today.
Yeah.
Cessna 60 Papa, traffic, the
What else
Prince
did we do?
runway is
Mixture, flaps,
swing. They're
and
going to be
trim. Be my friend
crossing
today.
left to right.
Nice.
Follow
What
them
else
on
can
your
we do?
crosswind, runway 29 right.
Fuel.
Clear for takeoff, wind 280.
Two more
else can we
things
do?
you could do.
Clear
Right
for
now?
takeoff, 29 right. I'm going to be following the swing, 60 Papa.
As far as making sure we're good, landing late.
We'll do that. You could do that now or when you take off. So let's do the traffic.
Oh, the traffic.
Good, just hit it once, that's it.
Standby.
And then make
And
sure it goes to unlimited. So it went to above, so go to unlimited.
Maybe there.
Excellent. The thing about
And then
pressing,
the range.
range is good.
It's good.
The thing about pressing buttons in a plane, pressing the button means nothing. Pressing a button is only effective if my eyes look to confirm
Right.
that the thing I was looking to achieve happened.
Okay.
Make sense? And the other thing is we'll set that altimeter setting, the standby.
This one
Yes. I want to develop
what
a
do you mean?
habit.
to
You
what?
see how it's showing 200? It should be 29 or 83 and show about 120.
It's broken.
No, it's not. There you go.
No, it's broken. I think somebody said that last time.
Oh, you mean it's way off?
Yeah.
So just match this to this altitude.
Okay.
That's really all we need it
140.
for.
I didn't realize.
There you go,
That's fine.
120.
Got it.
Good.
All right, let me just give him a call.
Yeah.
Torrance Tower, Cirrus 5140 Romeo is holding short 29 right, right downwind departure.
We could move up a little bit.
Cirrus 514 Sierra Romeo, Torrance Tower, traffic on the open Cessna is on a right downwind departure. Follow them, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff.
29 right, clear for takeoff, 40 Romeo.
Final is clear.
Mixture's coming rich and landing late.
And again, nitpicking. Did he abbreviate your call sign?
No, and I
Cool.
knew
It's
it
all
after I
good.
said
It's
it.
all good.
I knew it.
It's
Knew
all
it.
good.
Knew it.
I'm just trying to break this habit here.
Yep, he did
We'll
not.
get it. We'll get it.
All right. All right, windsock, where we go? There it is. Got
It's
it.
coming from the left, so a
Got
little
it.
bit up. There you are.
All right, full power. Airspeed is alive.
Engine indications are in the green. Good.
First tower, I don't see
Take
the
off
swing,
into the
where
wind.
is it?
There you are. Good. That's a left crosswind. Good. Beautiful.
Again to 60 Papa.
Nice.
All right, 90 knots, flaps coming up with the 90 knots. Come on, baby.
6 Sierra Papa, they're like 4 miles north of you, snow factor.
Thanks, 60 Papa.
24 Sierra Romeo, if they both follow that Cessna ahead of you, they kind of extended their upway.
I will follow the Cessna in front of us, 5140 Romeo.
See it?
Yep.
And he actually abbreviated, so you're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't catch it.
I was like, yeah.
Just trying to do my thing. All right.
Excellent.
So we'll
You
go
could
ahead and
turn.
start
Traffic.
Excellent. Perfect.
Okay,
We have them in sight. They're no factor, so I press this once, I
Press.
clear it, and I exit traffic. You see that?
Yep.
Excellent.
And 5 Bravo, just over the oil wells, just part of Long Beach, about 3 miles east of the field, full stop, 29 left to right.
You know what I'm thinking about right now, Jenny?
Swing 925 Lima
No.
Bravo Torrance.
Where would I put this plane down if we just lost an engine right now? That is what my brain is occupied with as I sit here.
I would land right back on the runway, right?
North 4 Sierra Romeo, traffic over Harbor General Hospital is a swing. They're going to cross midfield at or above 1,600.
All right, we're looking for traffic, 5140 Romeo.
Should be beneath us.
265 Lima Delta on ILS 13
But I just want to give you a,
5 Lima Delta Torrance Tower.
present you with some thoughts that you should be thinking at all times in an airplane.
Tower 5
Should be off our left.
over point
I
Furman,
think that's this
requesting
guy
for
in
inbound
front of
full
us,
stop with
right?
Oh, this thing here. Let's see.
Yeah, he's right there.
Torrance Tower, contact the South Tower 124.0.
exit.
Oh,
South
inside right
Tower
there.
124.0.
Traffic.
Now this one,
North 4 Sierra Romeo, quick change cruise, safe flight.
40 Romeo.
Inside right there.
5 Lima Bravo has
Got it.
whiskey.
Right there. Behind us.
Got it. Let's see if we can. Oh, I didn't put the blimp in there.
Delta. Are you
It's all
able to take
good.
your box down to the
So
south
it's
side?
right
See
here,
the blimp?
right? Oh, and then there's the guy. There's traffic.
Yeah, I can take it south. 50's out there.
Yep.
See the
I
blood
got it.
tape? Cool.
Thing 5 Judah, Delta Roger. Take your maintenance flight to the south side of the airspace. Remain there. And
Traffic.
you can
Traffic.
124.0.
2 o'clock. 5.
Take it south, and I'll contact South Tower 50's out there.
Insight's that same Cessna.
Same one.
Yep. Got him. Nice work. Good. We don't acknowledge the traffic until we get a visual on them.
Okay.
Good. It's a great habit.
All right.
76 here, Papa. You can contact SoCal departure stage flight.
Nice. 1,000 feet to go. At this point, we're ahead of the game. You could just go. So how do you go ahead? You see how this pink line is drawn from Torrance to that waypoint?
I would go
You're not
here.
following us. Swing
I would
us approaching
go
on the
flight
right
path.
downwind.
No, you don't have to do that.
Approach,
I
runway
don't.
29 right, clear to land
I
number
just
2.
go direct.
Excellent.
Insight and clear to land number 2, 29
Just
right.
gives me a headache to get there.
That's it. It gives you a course, not a headache.
You're following us, Link 2 mile right base, runway 29 right, clear to land number 3.
Alright, clear to land number 3, 5 Lima Delta.
And he said frequency change approved, so we could.
Go ahead and go to 128.55.
Phenomenal. Excellent.
Okay. And then the first waypoint.
I'll show you what Alondra Park looks like, just so you know for future reference. And what else could we go ahead and do as far as LA Special? Excellent. Good, we're ahead of the game. 200 feet to go. If you lost an engine now, what would you do?
I would go back to Torrance.
Excellent.
Right?
Yeah,
You?
it'll literally be a left base,
Right.
runway 11 left. Excellent.
Let's go at 40 and then we can bring the mixture back. Balance.
Very nice work.
All right, and we're up on 1 here. That's good. And then they're already in, so I'd flip over. And
It's all in, yep, so we don't hear anyone.
correct. I don't. Yep. So we make our first calls at Alondra.
Alondra Park, which is literally right beneath us. Do you see Hawthorne Airport? Right there?
Yep.
Alondra Park is literally south of Hawthorne, which is right here under us.
Okay.
So you could say now 4,500, Alondra Park heading northwestbound.
Special flight rules, Cirrus 514 Sierra Romeo is 4,500 northwestbound over Alondra Park. Over the bad golf course.
Yep, and then you want to end it with LA special
LA
flight
special
rules
flight rules.
as well. Excellent. Why do you think you want to end your calls with the non-towered airport name as well, or the special flight rules?
Because there could be another frequency that is similar? Or?
It's especially important at non-towered airports which share the same frequency, because what if
Right.
someone popped on frequency mid-call
Right.
and you don't end with the airport you're at?
Then they don't
they
know
won't
if you're
know where you're
talking
at.
about the same one or not.
Exactly. So we start our call with the airport name, like Compton traffic, and then at the end you end it with the airport name. And the same with special flight rules. We start LA special flight rules, and you end it with LA special flight rules.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Alright, I'm going to do checklist, so it's going to be actually boost off, because that's what it is, right?
Before I go boost off,
Fuel.
I check the balance because I need the boost on to switch tanks. Does
Got
that
it.
make sense? So I'm just being efficient with it.
Alright, so boost, switch tanks, and it says cruise, fuel pump off, so boost coming off, think. Mixture lean is required, cruise power, fuel balance. It's funny, it says fuel flow and balance after you turn it off.
Correct.
You gotta turn it back on.
Correct, which is inefficient. So the checklist, the cruise checklist, is inefficient.
Got it.
Don't be afraid to make your own checklist more efficient than it's presenting you with.
Okay.
As long as you hit the stuff on the checklist, you're good. Don't be afraid of that.
Okay.
Excellent. Good. What call could we do now?
And special flight rules, Cirrus 514 Sierra Romeo is over LAX 4,500, northwestbound, special flight rules.
Excellent. Was there a point between Alondra Park and LAX?
Was there what?
A point to call between
Yeah,
Alondra
there
Park?
was Imperial Highway, right?
Good learning. The other thing too is try and say LA special flight rules.
Okay.
As opposed to special flight rules. Again, nitpicking, just a good clean habit.
Okay.
Good. Good stuff, Chad.
The next one is Bologna
Bologna Creek.
Creek.
Exactly.
It's such a weird name.
Just like a bologna sandwich?
Exactly, that's why it's so weird.
Bologna sandwich.
Bologna sandwich.
Or a bologna
That's
sandwich.
Right. That would be that little thing coming up.
If you had to right now do a 180 and fly back to Torrance, how would you do that? Right this second. How would you handle that?
How would I handle that?
Yeah.
A 180?
Let's say you had to turn around and fly back to Torrance. Or wanted to.
I mean, I guess you, I don't know if you can. Could you just go to 3500 and go back?
Good. That's what I was
So
looking
you
for.
can?
Good.
LA Special Flight Rules, Cirrus 514 Sierra Romeo's, Ballona Creek, 4,500 northwestbound, LA Special Flight Rules.
Excellent. That's what I was looking for. You would have to descend back to
Right.
35. Good situational
I didn't know
awareness.
you could do that, I guess, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do a nice UE here, descending to 35 and then fly back south.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the most effective ways of teaching special flight rules to someone is flying it back and forth.
Got it. Alright, so Santa Monica.
Good. At Santa Monica, at the end of all your talking, just say last call.
Okay. Last call.
Excellent. If we lost an engine now, we'd go where?
Santa Monica.
Excellent.
LA Special Flight Rules, Cirrus 514 Sierra Romeo, 4,500 northwestbound over Santa Monica, last call, LA Flight Rules. Oh, it clicked over on me.
Good. Once you're done with special flight rules,
VFR.
excellent.
And then I guess we can power back and slowly start a descent to, yeah, I would go.
You could begin a descent now, or you
Just
could
a
begin a
very
descent in a
slow
little
one?
bit, whatever you want. There's no right or wrong.
I would just do a little bit,
Whatever you want.
because I'm going to go, my next one was 2,500, but it was over.
You don't have to. 2,500, there's
Low.
maybe a touch too low at the water tower.
500 southeastbound,
See,
about a mile and a half northwest of
Yep.
Santa Monica.
Got it.
it's the people talking. Excellent. Jenny, good work.
Okay. All right, so when I'm what time is it? Should I get 46?
Should
So-
you get what?
I'm just wondering, so we'll be there in, where's my time? 7 minutes? So it's not gonna,
When will we be there? How do you read that whole box of information?
so
Teach it to me.
16, so to the water tower is a 16.5. It'll be there in 6 minutes and 51 seconds, and we'll have 45 gallons. Destination Camarillo, so 32 nautical miles, will be there in 13 minutes. So 13 minutes, which will be like, I guess we can listen to ATIS now, but they may change it around by the time we get there.
When it comes to ATIS in this plane, I want you to think more in terms of distance, not in terms of time. So 15 miles out, I listen to ATIS, or 20 miles out.
Okay, so
I wouldn't think in terms of time, and the reason is, what if you have a big fat 80 knot headwind one day, or a big fat, whatever it might be.
right.
Think in terms of distance. Even though the time will be adjusted for that, think in terms of distance. When you fly fast, big, fast jets, you want to think in terms of time. Here, it's just easy. How many miles? 30. 20 miles
So
out, I
wait.
listen to ATIS. 10 miles out, I call tower.
Okay, 20, I'm gonna write that down because it's just good to know. 20
Yeah,
miles.
20 and 10 is always good. It gives you 10 miles worth of time to listen to the ATIS. Just by looking out in front of us, do you feel like starting our descent where we did was a touch early?
Yeah.
Excellent, good learning. So what we could do next time is literally keep it coming and begin our descent at the water tower,
Okay.
believe it or not.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Especially if you power back, you keep it at 500 feet per minute, you're way good.
Oh.
I got the airplane.
You got it. Yours.
My airplane.
Cherokee 4486 Juliet,
I'm sure it
3500
works
southeastbound over Borough Creek.
Perfectly trimmed airplane, Jenny.
Is it?
Very nice. I mean, look,
Okay, that's good. That's
This is
good.
awesome.
I'm learning that, that's for
really,
sure.
really good work. Look at that. It's amazing. It's really, really incredible.
Alright, so we've got cruise off, full. Remaining 24. Account for this power center.
I'm just adding some power and going up here a little bit, just to create some distance between us and the hard shell of the Earth's surface. But what did we just learn about descents? I want to make sure that you kind of remember this. We learned that
we don't want to descend too early.
Exactly. We don't. That would be early.
So when I put together the plan, I was used to, when I did it back in the day with the chart and you measure and you do all that stuff. For flight, I really have never done one. I had to figure that out. I didn't know how to put in a separate altitude. That took a while. And then the other thing was, I just wasn't sure, even though it said it on there, it's not the way I was used to seeing it written with the distance. And I don't know what I'm descending at. So, I mean, there's a lot of little things that kind of have to come together.
Right, so let's determine some defaults here.
Okay.
What's our default descent rate?
I have no idea, like 500 feet per minute, is that what we're talking about?
That's exactly it.
Okay, so 500 feet per minute, right?
Is your default descent rate. All right, now, could we go away from default anytime it serves our purpose?
Of course.
Yeah, excellent, right? So sometimes we might choose to descend at 1,000 feet a minute. Other times we'll choose to descend at 300 feet a minute, but our default is 500 feet a minute. So let me ask you this, Jenny.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. How much altitude exists between 4,500 feet and the traffic pattern altitude at Camarillo? And round the TPA there to 1,000, just for easy math.
Okay, so it would be minus 1,000, so 3,500.
Excellent. We said our default descent rate is how many feet per minute?
500 feet per minute.
How many chunks of 500 feet fit into 3,500?
7.
How many minutes out we will therefore begin our 500
7
foot?
minutes.
Good.
Right, that's what it's getting.
Does that make sense? Is that easy enough, and it's a calculation you could always do?
So we lose.
Okay. How many minutes out are we now?
22, so we can tell you this.
Minutes. Not miles. How many minutes out are we right now?
To Camarillo, we're 22.
Minutes, not miles.
10 minutes.
Excellent. We said we'll begin our descent. How many minutes out?
10 minutes. No, we said 7.
Good. So in how many minutes from now we'll begin our descent?
3.
Good. Is that easy enough?
Traffic, Silver
Yes.
RV over Santa Monica, 3.5 southeast.
I can get my ATIS there, right?
Bring it in. Okay.
Which is
Yeah, let's do the ATIS. You could do it. You could do the ATIS at any time, but I'm saying if you get into a habit, such amount of miles out, I listen to it.
Might be too low. Or no, maybe the mountain.
Yeah, it might be even 15 out. We could listen to it. Does that descent calculation thing make sense to you?
Yes, and I think what I used to do before is if I had to lose 35, I would round up, and it would be miles, and so I would do 5, like if it was, say I had to lose 4, it'd be 4 times 4, 16 miles out is what I think I remember. Like that was the conversion I used to use a long time ago.
Right, now you could do it with miles, but what's the upside to doing it with time as opposed to miles? Time takes into account
wind.
Your headwinds or tailwinds.
Okay.
Easy enough? Solid work. Solid work, Jenny.
Okay.
You see how we're still at 45 and we still have a minute to go to our descent? So I want you to, just like I've been teaching you how to feel the energy in the plane that you're carrying, what I also want to teach you is kind of gauge as we fly to different places, where do we begin our descent?
Okay.
When is it too early? When is it too late? Right? And that's why I'm glad you chose to descend where you did, because we learned what? That was a little too early.
Right.
So next time we come here,
But I guess I'm more confused about where I was supposed to put it in the flight plan. Like
You don't put it in the flight plan.
Okay.
There's no place you could plug into the 430 on top of a descent unless you have VNAV stuff, but we're not dealing with that. Okay. The way I want you to approach descending right now is how many feet of 500 exists between me and the TPA, and then that's how many minutes out I want you to begin your 500 foot per minute descent. That's it. That's how simple I want it to be for you right now.
Okay.
It's all a ballpark.
Got it.
Right? In reality, Guess how steep or shallow we'll descend once the airport comes into sight? I don't know,
depends.
based on
Just
our
depends.
proximity
Right.
to it, right? Visually.
Okay.
Everything we're talking about is just to get in the ballpark.
Got it.
Solid work. All right, there's 7 minutes. So here's what I'm doing. I'm reducing power a little bit. And I'm allowing the nose to drop just a little bit here to around 500 feet a minute.
Sorry. Maybe I have wrong frequency. Check.
Yeah, see what the frequency is.
Traffic.
So it's showing us ahead and to our right beneath us. I'm looking out there. Let me know if you see them. It's showing 800 feet beneath us. I see him. You see him over there?
Yep, got him.
Excellent. So you acknowledged it?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, it just went away.
It went
Cool.
away.
It's no longer a factor, but we have them. Good.
All right, Camarillo, ATIS 126.025. That's right. Got the wrong one. Good job.
Good.
That's great.
I love it. I love that we just learned yet another thing. Always double check the frequency.
Yankee 2255 Zulu observation. Winds 230 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 22. Dew point 13. Altimeter 2982. GPS approach in use. Landing and departing runway 26. Notice to airmen. Use caution for crane activity 1.3 nautical miles northeast of Camarillo Airport at or below 140 feet. All aircraft read back hold short instructions and runway assignments with your call sign. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee. Camarillo Airport.
Cool. Let me know when you get Camarillo in sight.
Camarillo. Let's see. I do have it in sight.
Excellent. We said at 7 minutes out we'll begin descending at 500 feet a minute.
Right.
But I'm going a little shallower here.
Right.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
That got us in the ballpark.
Exactly.
But now I'm just gauging my
Right, 'cause
descent
if
rate.
we keep going, we're going to be too low.
Exactly. See what I mean by that?
Yep.
So I want you to gauge your top of descent with that calculation, but then fly the plane by looking outside and figuring out am I too high or too low.
Okay.
Excellent. Good. All right. Your airplane?
2128. Yep. My airplane?
Or do you want to do something
Yeah.
and then I'll give it to you in a moment?
Yeah.
Cool. Do your
Wait
thing.
a second. 128.2. Number 1 up.
That's tower.
Yeah, let's double check though. Could be wrong.
Let me see. There's traffic ahead of us around our altitude.
Okay.
Let me know when you get them.
Cessna 172, runway 26, cleared to land. Traffic you're following is 1 mile final.
172, and could we have the option clear to land?
8.2.
Number 172, say direction or say intentions on the go.
Downwind, Narrison 172.
Traffic on the
172,
screen.
right down one on the go with the
Just be aware of them.
You're cleared for the
You could call tower.
Clear for the
I'm just kind of pointing it out to you.
Okay.
And I'll just get rid of this flight plan.
And we
got
are,
the airport
again,
inside.
we are to the east, and we are...
Oh, I deleted it. 10 miles to the east.
Okay. Camarillo Tower, Cirrus 5140, Romeo 3200. We are 10 to the east, landing with Yankee.
November 1340, Romeo, Camera Tower, high damp, please. Number 40, Romeo, Camera Tower, make straight in for runway 26. Follow steps 4 mile final time, runway 26, you're clear to land.
We'll follow the traffic, looking for him, landing 26, 5140, Romeo.
Cool. Now that we're
Number
clear of
40, Romeo,
this...
the traffic you're following is indicating 70 knots on a 3 mile final.
We'll be looking.
Yeah, that's
for
why
Sierra Romeo.
I got
All
flaps
right.
in there.
Camera Tower,
So I'm
November 6
slowing.
Bravo Tango is,
Now that we cleared this
6 to
mountain,
the west,
your airplane?
transitional
Your
over
airplane?
101
I
to the
got
east.
flaps 50 for you.
Helicopter 6 Bravo Tango, you to 1,800.
You see the runway?
Yes, sir, 1,800.
Yep.
Number
Just
6
take us
Bravo
there.
Tango, say altitude to be transitioning.
Full code 6 Bravo Tango.
Excellent
I'm sorry, say
work.
again.
We're transitioning at 2006 Bravo Tango.
Number 6 Bravo Tango, roger, transition.
Is there anything loose on your lap?
2982.
2982, 6 Bravo Tango.
Number 6 Bravo Tango, traffic. Heading to your left 4 miles is a TBM out of 3,200. They'll be crossing over midfield for left traffic.
Booking 6 Bravo Tango.
Camarillo Tower, TBM 179 November
So
Charlie.
it's these mountains here that you just need to clear.
Got
November
it.
179 November
Camarillo.
Charlie Camera Tower, crossover midfield at or above
And at night, they're
1,500.
just black.
You're following a Cessna approaching south of in the tower now.
Above 1.5, slowing down, looking for traffic now, November Charlie.
Thank you. Additional traffic 4 miles southeast of Camarillo Airport.
Jenny,
out of
keep doing what you're doing,
3,200
but I want to
is a
hear the
Cessna
stall horn for a
Traffic
second
in the
and then
ILS.
go back to doing whatever you want to do.
November Charlie.
November
Okay.
6 Romeo Golf,
Like
extend your
now?
upwind.
Right now, on your way towards that runway, I
Down.
just want you to make the stall horn sound.
Extend the upwind 1 mile past.
Don't pitch up. Keep coming down. Just reduce that power.
Camry Tower, helicopter 6 Bravo Tango. Can we just get a turn to the southeast?
Lead off the
Number
energy.
6 Bravo Tango, are you following the freeway?
We'd like to depart from the freeway, go to the coast.
Eventually, you'll
Number 6
reach a
Bravo
point
Tango traffic,
where you'll
4
need
miles
more
southeast of
power.
Camarillo Airport, out of
That's around the
3,000
time
feet
when the
of
stall horn will
tracking
sound.
ILS in
Does
Oxnard.
that make sense?
What is it?
Copy 6 Bravo Tango.
And if you just want to turn
What is what?
southbound now,
What you just said?
and extend,
Eventually, you'll reach a
and
point here where you
continue
need
through
more
ILS,
power to get yourself to the runway.
Oxnard, you can
That's
do
around the
that.
time that
I
the
just
stall
wanna
horn
get you
will
out of the
sound.
way
So
of
just keep doing it.
the traffic
I just want to
environment.
get you comfortable hanging out on the edge
Thank
of
you.
the
November
envelope
9
of this
November
airplane
Charlie
and
traffic, you're
understand
following
that
the
you're
heading
in
to
control
a
of the
mile and a
plane.
half, 800 feet, Cessna.
Have that Cessna in sight now, November Charlie.
November 9 November Charlie, follow that traffic. Number 3 runway 26, you're
And
clear to
it'll
land.
also help us.
Follow the traffic, number 3, clear.
There it is.
69,
Excellent.
November Charlie.
Beautiful.
November 4 Sierra Romeo, maintain at or above 1,500. Plan to fly your upwind over the runway. I'll call your turn to the downwind. Traffic will be on base and final beneath you.
Okay, at or above 1,500, and then we'll turn right over the field, 514 Sierra Romeo.
4 Sierra Romeo, it'll be left traffic, but I'll call your turn to the left downwind.
Okay, you call the turn, 4 Sierra Romeo.
Exactly
Left
as we
traffic.
briefed. Remember that?
Yeah, you never know. So
So-
left traffic, hold on. So,
November 9 November Charlie, do you want to make
so
a
he's
short
going to have
approach?
us come this way.
Correct.
Got it.
November 9 November Charlie, make
We
short
can get the
approach.
flaps
126,
out.
clear on your number
Up.
1.
We're above 90.
126, short approach.
Up,
Good.
15.
Sierra Romeo,
Exactly.
follow at TBM, wing up left base, making a short approach. Number 2, runway 26, you're cleared to land. You can disregard the altitude restriction.
Okay, we're looking for the TBM, number 226, straight and clear to land, 4 Sierra Romeo.
3 November Delta, follow with Pierce, heading to your left, 1,500, indicating 80 knots.
Okay, looking for traffic, 3 November Delta.
Half flap coming in.